We enter the 2000s with the introduction of The Gift, a 2000 American supernatural thriller film directed by Sam Raimi, written by Billy Bob Thornton and Tom Epperson, and based on the alleged psychic experiences of Thornton's mother. The film centers on Annie, as played by Cate Blanchett, becoming involved in a murder case as a result of acquiring keen knowledge about the crime through her extrasensory perception. That same year, we would also get What Lies Beneath, a 2000 American psychological thriller horror film directed by Robert Zemeckis. It is the first film by Image Movers. It stars Harrison Ford and Michelle Pfeiffer as a well-to-do couple who experience a strange haunting that uncovers secrets about their past. The film opened in 2,813 theaters in North America and grossed $291,420,000. The film received mainly mixed reviews and received 3 Saturn Award nominations. The next year would then take a bit of a stumble with John Carpenter's Ghost of Mars, a science fiction horror action film that failed to generate scares and became a financial and critical bomb in 2001. We would next see the release of Pulse, also known in Japan as Keiro, a 2001 Japanese horror film directed by Kiyoshi Kurosawa. The film is based on his novel of the same name. The film was screened in the Uncertain Regards section at the 2001 Cannes Film Festival. The movie was well received critically and has a cult following. An American remake, also titled Pulse, debuted in 2006 and spawned 2 sequels. The film tells the story of Japanese university students who investigate a series of suicides linked to an internet webcam that promises visitors the chance to interact with the dead. Up next would see the release of one of my favorite horror comedies with Scary Movie 2, a 2001 American parody comedy horror film, and the second film of the Scary Movie franchise. Though part of the first Scary Movie's tagline read, "No sequel," this film's tagline compensated by adding, "We lied." The film parodies a wide range of horror thriller films, including The Exorcist, The Haunting, What Lies Beneath, The Amityville Horror, Poltergeist, Changeling, Hannibal, Hollow Man, and The Legend of Hell House. The film currently stands as the last film in the series to star Marlon and Shawn Wayans, and the last to be directed by Keenan Ivory Wayans. The characters Cindy Campbell, Ray Wilkinson, Shorty Meeks, Brenda Meeks, reprised their roles in the film, who were eventually killed in the first movie, but suddenly the characters returned to life for unknown reasons, in which Cindy was hit by a car in the final scene of the first movie, Ray was stabbed to death by Ghostface, Shorty was shot by Bobby Prince, and Brenda was killed by people in the movie theater who she was bothering during the film. Some of the original working titles were Scary Sequel and Scarier Movie. I personally enjoy the first one better. Moving on, we would also see the rise of foreign directing forces, such as Guillermo del Toro with The Devil's Backbone, also known in Spanish as El Espianzo del Diablo, a 2001 Spanish-Mexican Gothic film directed by Guillermo del Toro and written by del Toro and David Munoz. It was independently produced by Pedro Aldomar and filmed in Madrid. The film is set in Spain, 1939, during the final year of the Spanish Civil War. Del Toro considers it his most personal film to date. During this time, we would also see the American remake of The Others, a psychological horror thriller starring Nicole Kidman. It tells the story of a woman who lives in a darkened old house with her 2 photosensitive children who become convinced that her family home is haunted. And we end the year off with 13 Ghosts, a 2001 horror remake of the 1960 horror film of the same name. The film follows Arthur and his 2 children, Kathy and Bobby, who inherit their uncle Cyrus's estate, a glass house that serves as a prison to 12 ghosts. When the family, accompanied by Bobby's nanny and an attorney, enter the house, they find themselves trapped inside the evil machine, designed by the devil and powered by the dead, to open the eye of hell. Aided by Dennis, a ghost hunter, and his rival Kalina, a ghost rights activist out to set the ghosts free, the group must do what they can to get out of the house alive. Join us next time as we continue traveling down the road of horror.